In today's video, we're going to revisit the Glock G28 and try and answer the question of how does it stack up against a 9mm Glock. Playing the 9mm role in today's video is our Glock G48. Our Glock G28 is the limited release US version of the Gen 3 Glock G28. This is a subcompact double-stack firearm chambered in .380 ACP. The standard magazine is 10 rounds with 12 and 17 round magazines available. The firearm has a 3.43-inch barrel. The Glock G48 we're using is in the slimline family of Glocks. The standard magazine is 10 rounds in a hybrid single-stack magazine. There are some aftermarket magazines that up that capacity to 15 rounds in the same size magazine. The firearm has a 4.17-inch barrel. You'll often hear to us refer to this G48 as generic 9mm Glock on the channel. For us and how we use it, if you squint and hold your head at an angle, this Glock G48 can pass for many other models close enough for our purposes. In today's video, we're going to use a few different ammos and engage targets at 10 and 15 yards. We'll mix in a velocity test or two, as well as how well a few different defensive ammos put holes in paper. And now, let's hit the range. See if we can get that second 10 magazine here. Range went cold on us partway through. I would say a much better, more centered group than our first two magazines, that's for sure. Let's see if we can duplicate that improvement with the 9mm. Alright, here we are. Fresh targets out there. We have 2 magazines loaded with each firearm. Winchester silver tip. We're going to start with the 9mm. I'll shoot 1 magazine at the top right target, second magazine at the bottom right target. When I switch to the G28, we'll do top left target and then bottom left target. Here we go. slightly better centered, though not quite as raised up as I'd like. We can improve that here. The GoPro on my head is affecting how well my hearing protection stays in place. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to work on that for next video. Good thing we double up on here. Okay, like half of those last 10, like 5 of those last 10 felt good. A little late, but hey, we got there. We got there. Here we go, G28, top left target. I'm going to say kick the G48's butt. We'll probably try to mix in some movie magic shots. Nice. After engaging our 10-yard targets, I'd say we saw what we expected to see. The more mild recoil of the G28 is enabling us to shoot a little better group. If we had the pinky extension magazines, it would probably be even a little better. For the G48, our groups are not the greatest. Some of that I'm going to chalk up to a phenomenon we refer to as recoilization on the channel. When you shoot one firearm for a while, and then you shoot a different firearm that has either more or less felt recoil, that recoil difference is more pronounced. Because I'm shooting a very mild recoiling 380, when I transition to the 9mm G48, in this case a lighter 9mm masquerading as a full-size millimeter, and that more stout recoil feels more pronounced. When transitioning back to 380, the reverse is also true. Fred, you totally were like crashing that scene there, buddy. I seen it happen. While the holes on paper at 10 yards are looking a little better for the G28 versus the G48, let's push those targets out to 15 yards now and see if that trend continues. Will the longer barrel and sight picture of the sight picture start to show up as range increases? Let's find out. We'll mix in a couple velocity tests in this part as well. Let's see if we can get some numbers of the Hornady critical defense in 9mm out of our generic Glock. 1162, 1174, 1150, 1158, 1149. So we're going to do generic stand-in this case. This will just be some Blazer 115 grain full metal jacket. Here we go. We'll do the middle left hand target. $1,084. 1,115, 1,006. We did not get a reading. 1,098. Let me load one more so we can get 5 shots. $1,060. We're going to start with a G48 this morning. Here we go. Center bullseye on each target for the first 2 magazines. Four shots away low, 1 shot a little high, the rest of them not too bad. Let's see if we can do better on these next 10. Here we go. Maybe a couple more low, couple more a little bit of high, but they do it. Let's try the G28 now. Center, left-hand target. A couple of those felt good. A lot of them were a little high. Alright, let's reload and we'll do it all over again. Let's get to putting holes in paper. Here we go. Top right hand target. Start with that one. Oh, my count was off. I thought I was at 9. Okay, looks like we're a little high left. Better than being low left. What does the target thing say about high left? Pushing, anticipating recoil, or no follow through. Probably a little of both. Let's see if we can fix that on the bottom right target. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we're maybe a little to the left. One in the red. Let's see how we do with the G28 now. We'll start on the bottom left-hand target. There we go. Okay, we're just a hair to the left, but not too bad. Okay, bottom right target, here we go. I thought that piece of brass was still up there. Okay, we're definitely to the left a little bit. Alright, we'll reload with our defensive ammo now and take a crack at the top, our challenge targets. Okay, I thought I had federal punch in 9mm. Turns out I thought wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the last of some SIG Elite Defense 124 grain jacketed hollow point at the top challenge target. I had 9 rounds left. We'll do that in the G48. We'll do 9 shots of the 95 grain federal punch at our top challenge target. maybe 6 of 9 on the page, might be 7 of 9. There might be one just on the touching the left edge. 6 of 9, one just off the bullseye. Meh. That ammo felt a lot more potent, we'll say, than the Winchester white box we were shooting before it. Let's see how this Federal Punch does. 9 at the challenge target. 10th shot will be in the top right hand bullseye. Here we go. I guess my count was off by 1. This is our SIG Elite Defense target. 7 of 9 on the target. Technically 9 of 9 on the paper. Not too fantastic, but it is what it is. Let's look at the target now for our Federal Punch 380 ammunition. For our Federal Punch target, we have 3 of 9 on the target, 8 of 9, potentially 9 of 9 on the paper. In my opinion, a better target with our SIG Elite Defense 9mm compared to our Federal Punch 380, unexpectedly. As expected, with our velocity tests, the 9mm G48 had a notable advantage in velocity and energy compared to the 380 Glock G28. At 10 yards, the G28 put up might be better groups, but as range started to increase, the advantages of the G48 started to show up. But with the right ammo and a practiced hand, either firearm will be more than adequate. Some say I'm a little too critical of the Gen 3 features of the G28. It is true, I do wish the G28 we got was a Gen 5 version. Setting that aside, let's hit some positives and negatives quickly. The firearm is very accurate and reliable. Being the same size as the G26, you have robust holster support. Finding magazines in local stores, on the other hand, not so much. You'll likely need to buy spare magazines off the inner tubes. For most 380s, that's more the norm, so I'm not going to knock the G28 for that. If there is one area where I'm going to knock the G28, it is where it tends to eject brass. Mine often ejects brass in the direction of the shooter's face at eye level, which can make it uncomfortable to shoot at times. Give me old Gerwifties, eh, Fred? Let's now discuss the G48. There are those fans of capacity who see the G48 and ask why not the double stack versions. Besides the points regarding capacity limited states, some people are willing to sacrifice capacity for a thinner firearm. They might also find the smaller grip more comfortable. The G48 is an accurate and very reliable firearm. There are aftermarket magazines that can get the capacity close to its double stack brothers. Compared to those double stack brothers, I find it has a little more felt recoil, but it is manageable. It feels worse on days where you're shooting it on days with something more mild recoil next to it. Unlike the G28, magazines are available in many stores, and we don't have weird issues like brass ejecting at eye level. While it has a little more felt recoil than I'd prefer, it's hard for me to fault anything on the G48. It's accurate, reliable, easy to shoot, easy to carry, easy to shoot, fairly reasonably priced, and even has popular features like optics-ready slides available from the manufacturer as a feature. The G28, while certainly a functional option as a concealed carry firearm in 2024, in many ways it feels more like a collectible than a popular choice, but it does have two things going for it. It is very accurate and has a very mild recoil. With a few minor tweaks, an updated for 2024 version, catering to the needs of a 380 version could be the best 380 version on the market. I might have added an extra 20 in there on that 2024, Fred. That's just our 2 cents. Let us know in the comments how you feel about the G28 in 2024 and what you'd like to see in a new version. We hope you enjoyed today's production. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day. You think I got one more? You think I got one more? Oh, one more.